So, Marvel introduced Blade into the MCU in the weirdest way possible. Like, his first introduction was just his voice, and most people didn't even catch it, because half Marvel's audience didn't get through the Eternals, and it took me 3 watches just to complete it. Wasn't even worth it though, because then they just forgot about him. And this is a representation of Marvel's continuity being a mess.
Get your spectral sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
In the year 2012, over a decade ago, Marvel gained the rights to Blade. But after years of ignoring the character's existence, in 2019, when they announced Mahershala Ali as Blade, the hype was perfect. Like, Marvel literally didn't even have a movie. They just showed Ali in a hat that said Blade, and that was enough for people to care. Their audience was ready, and then Marvel gave them nothing. Well, let me not over-exaggerate. Not nothing, but we heard his voice for the first actual time in The Eternals. That was his first MCU appearance. It wasn't even on screen. It was just that. At the very end of a movie nobody watched.
I beg your pardon?
The scene where Dane Whiteman, played by Kit Harington, opens the case, which has the ebony blade in it. He was about to pick it up, and off-screen, mind you, we hear,
"Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?"
If you did or didn't see that scene, that was Blade. You probably don't remember it. It's fine. Half the world didn't even see it. So this was a sad excuse for what was supposed to be the hype. Because Marvel was teasing a whole new concept and idea in the MCU. The dark, supernatural side, Black Knight, Blade, vampires, maybe the Midnight Suns. But then there's a huge problem. Marvel never followed up. Like at all. The Eternals came out in 2021. It's 2025 now. We've had like 100 different Marvel projects since then, plus the multiverse chaos, and the leading nowhere Kang setups, Secret Invasion, which I pretend isn't real, She-Hulk twerking with Megan Thee Stallion, but no Blade. The storyline just froze, and it was shelved. And that was the end of it. It's like teasing Thanos in the first Avengers and then just never mentioning him again. Never addressing it, and not making the best saga in their franchise. And one of the reasons there's probably been so much silence is because Blade's own movie has been a total production disaster. When we do hear something, it's more disappointing than the silence. And for context, quick but not quick rundown, the movie has been rewritten like 5 times, different directors in and out consistently, and at one point information came out that Blade wasn't even the main character in his own movie. Or that he was going to get less screen time as the lead. He's supposed to be the daywalker, not the background character, so that doesn't make sense. But the fact that this was even in talks is so telling. Aside from this, the timeline kept shifting. At first, it was supposed to be set in the 1920s, then we moved to the 1960s, then it was supposed to be in present day, then back in the past again. How do we not know what decade the movie is set in? And if Marvel doesn't know, of course they can't follow up to the Eternals tease. Because showing Blade on screen means you have to explain his story. And explaining his story calls for good writing, which Marvel isn't good at anymore. And the production was delayed for so long, the costumes had already gotten made for the film, but they got repurposed and used for Sinners.
I heard you loud and clear, but then you stuck your tongue in my...
Yeah, Marvel sat on Blade so long that his wardrobe ended up in another studio's movie. That's actually very embarrassing. And it's hard to defend as a Marvel fan because diehard DC fans are eating right now. The real problem is Marvel's continuity used to be alright. Back in the Infinity Saga, every tease paid off. Like Nick Fury at the end of Iron Man leading to the Avengers, which led to the first Thanos tease, which in a couple years led to Infinity War. You could trust Marvel to connect the dots. And now, throughout this entire saga, they've dropped teases left and right with no real plan. Blade and Eternals went nowhere. Hercules and Thor Love and Thunder, we're still waiting. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness teased incursions, and Marvel just walked away. Until maybe Doomsday. But they don't even know, so I don't have any clear information on that. This hurts Blade specifically because he's supposed to be a big deal for Marvel. He's the lead into darker supernatural stories, vampires, horror, and the Midnight Suns. Instead, by delaying so long, Marvel killed all the hype. Instead of fans being excited, they're tired of waiting. By the time Blade actually comes out, Marvel's entire universe may have already exploded. But my whole point is Blade's Eternal debut was supposed to mean something for the studio. Instead, it just proves Marvel lost their ability to build continuity. When in the Infinity Saga, you knew Marvel would follow through, even if everything wasn't perfect. But now, I don't even trust him to follow through on a post-end credit scene, let alone a whole movie. So yeah, in conclusion, Blade might be doomed before he gets a fair start. I do have doubt that Marvel will be able to turn the situation around. Hopefully they prove me wrong, and hopefully Wesley Snipes won't have to come back and do Blade for another trilogy.
There's only been one Blade. There's only ever gonna be one Blade.
Or you can prove me wrong before they do in the comments. Also, quick note, if you don't mind taking 2 milliseconds out your day to hit the subscribe button, because I'm only a few subscribers from 200, so you'd be doing me a big favor, that'd be great. And maybe we'll be one step closer to the Blade movie because of it.
Too much money, I'm yelling out.